Well, hello there, my lovelies. It's your dear old grandma here, ready to share some good old fashioned wisdom with a dash of charm. You know, when you've been around for 80 wonderful years like me, you pick up a few tricks that stand the test of time. One of my all time favorites? Vaseline. That little jar has been a lifesaver more times than I can count. Now, don't let its simple appearance fool you. Vaseline is like a treasure chest in a jar. From beauty hacks to household fixes, this humble product can do it all. And today, I'm going to share 10 unbelievable Vaseline hacks that will make your life a whole lot easier. Plus, if you stay with me until the very end, I've got a bonus tip that's sure to make you smile. So grab a cozy chair, a warm cup of tea, and let's have a little chat about how this marvelous little product can add a sprinkle of magic to your everyday routine. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single hack or the giggles Grandpa and I had discovering them. Let's start with one of my favorite little tricks, my dears, a DIY lip balm. Oh, how I love this one. Back in the day, we didn't have aisles full of lip care products. If our lips got chapped, we had to get creative. That's where Vaseline came in, and to this day, it's still my go-to for soft, kissable lips. Making your own lip balm at home is as easy as pie and just as satisfying. All you need is a small dab of Vaseline, a touch of color, and a bit of flavor if you're feeling fancy. Here's how you do it. Take a spoonful of Vaseline and melt it in a microwave-safe dish for about 30 seconds. Add a small chunk of lipstick or a few drops of food coloring to give it a lovely tint. Stir in a drop or two of vanilla extract or peppermint oil for a sweet-smelling touch. Pour it into a little container, let it cool, and voila! This little concoction is perfect for gifting or keeping for yourself. And don't worry if you're a beginner. It's almost foolproof. Unlike Grandpa trying to fix the blender last week. What a mess that was. Oh, my sweethearts. Let me tell you something important. Taking off your makeup at the end of the day is an absolute must. No matter how tired you are or how tempted you feel to skip it, your skin deserves a little love. And do you know what works wonders for removing makeup? Good old Vaseline. This trick has been my little secret for years. Vaseline is gentle on your skin, especially around your eyes, where the skin is delicate and oh so thin. Here's how you can use it. Take a small amount of Vaseline on your fingertip or a cotton pad. Gently massage it onto your eyelids, lashes, and any other areas where you've got makeup. Even the most stubborn mascara doesn't stand a chance. Wipe it away with a soft tissue or cotton pad. Finish by washing your face with warm water and your favorite cleanser for a fresh, clean feel. Not only does this method remove makeup like a dream, but it also leaves your skin feeling soft and hydrated. Grandpa likes to tease me when I use it. He says, "What are you doing? Polishing your face like a silver spoon?" I just laugh and tell him, "A polished grandma is a happy grandma." Now, my dears, let's talk about adding a little glow to your lovely faces. Back in my day, we didn't have fancy highlighters in every shade under the sun, but we sure knew how to shine. My secret? A tiny dab of Vaseline on the cheekbones. It's the simplest trick, and oh, does it work like magic. Here's how you do it. Start with a clean face and apply your makeup as you normally would. Foundation, blush, or whatever makes you feel fabulous. Take the tiniest dab of Vaseline on your fingertip. Remember, less is more. We're going for glowing, not greased lightning. Gently pat the Vaseline onto the tops of your cheekbones. If you're feeling adventurous, you can add a touch to your brow bones or the bridge of your nose for extra shine. Blend it lightly with your finger or a clean sponge. This trick catches the light beautifully, giving you a youthful, dewy glow. I remember the first time I tried this before a dance with Grandpa. He took one look at me and said, "You're glowing tonight." Of course, I told him it was love, but between us, it was my trusty Vaseline. Oh, my lovelies, isn't it delightful to smell like a fresh bouquet or a sweet breeze? But if you've ever noticed your perfume fading too soon, don't you worry. Grandma's got a trick to make those lovely scents last all day. The secret? You guessed it, Vaseline. Here's how to make your fragrance go the extra mile. Start by applying a thin layer of Vaseline to your pulse points. These are the warm spots on your body where the scent naturally diffuses. Your wrists, neck, behind your ears, and even the inside of your elbows. Once you've applied the Vaseline, spray your perfume directly onto these areas. The Vaseline helps lock in the scent, making it last much longer than if you applied it to dry skin. For an even stronger effect, layer your scent. Use a scented lotion first, then Vaseline, and finish with your perfume. Oh, you'll smell like heaven all day. I remember doing this before church one Sunday, and a lady in the pew behind me whispered, "You smell just lovely, dear." Grandpa chimed in with, "That's my sweetheart. She always smells like roses." Bless him. I had to laugh because it was actually lilac that day. Oh, my sweethearts, let's not underestimate the power of a good set of eyebrows. They frame your face after all. But sometimes, those little hairs can have minds of their own. Don't worry, Vaseline is here to help you tame those unruly brows and keep them looking fabulous. Here's what you do. Start with clean brows. Give them a gentle wipe to make sure they're free of any makeup or oils. Take a tiny dab of Vaseline on your fingertip, or, if you're feeling fancy, a clean spoolie brush. It's like a little mascara wand. Gently smooth the Vaseline over your brows, brushing them into your desired shape. It keeps them in place without making them stiff, like some of those gels do. For a little extra flair, mix a touch of brow powder or eyeshadow with the Vaseline for a tinted look. This simple hack is wonderful for adding a natural shine and keeping everything neat. I've used this trick for years, and it works like a charm, even when I'm out on a windy day with Grandpa. He'll laugh and say, "Your hair's flying everywhere, but your eyebrows are still perfect." So, my dears, keep those brows in check with this easy tip. A polished look starts with the little things. Now, my dears, if you're someone who likes to color your hair at home, let me save you from a common little disaster: those stubborn stains around your hairline, ears, and neck. Believe me, I've been there, and Vaseline has been my trusty shield against such mishaps. Here's how you can use it to keep those pesky stains at bay. Before you even start mixing your hair dye, take a generous dab of Vaseline and apply it all along your hairline. Be sure to cover your forehead, around your ears, and even the back of your neck. Smooth it out evenly, but don't let it get into your hair, just the skin that might get splattered. Think of it as a little barrier wall. Proceed with dyeing your hair as usual. Even if the dye drips or smudges, the Vaseline will keep it from staining your skin. When you're done applying the dye, use a damp washcloth to gently wipe away the Vaseline and the dye with it. Oh, I'll never forget the time I tried a bold auburn shade. Grandpa startled me mid-application, and I got a big glob of dye on my ear. Thanks to Vaseline, I wiped it clean in seconds, and all he could say was, "You look stunning. This trick is simple, effective, and an absolute lifesaver. Give it a try, and say goodbye to dye disasters." Oh, my dears, if there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's that our feet deserve a little extra care. They carry us through life after all. But goodness, dry and cracked heels can be such a bother, especially during those chilly months. That's where Vaseline comes to the rescue. It's like a cozy hug for your feet. Here's how you can pamper your heels. Start by giving your feet a nice soak in warm, soapy water for about 10 to 15 minutes. It softens the skin and makes the treatment more effective. If you're feeling fancy, throw in some Epsom salts or a drop of lavender oil. Gently scrub away any rough spots with a pumice stone or a soft foot scrub. Pat your feet dry and slather a generous amount of Vaseline onto your heels and any other dry areas. Don't skimp. It's all about that moisture. Slip on a pair of cozy socks to lock in the magic overnight. When you wake up, your feet will feel soft and rejuvenated, like you've just stepped out of a spa. I swear by this trick. It's been my go-to for decades. Grandpa always says he knows it's working when I start waltzing around the house like a spring chicken. Take care of those tootsies, my darlings. Happy feet make for a happy day. Now, my darlings, let's talk about keeping those lips of yours smooth and soft. There's nothing worse than chapped lips, especially when you're trying to flash a charming smile. But fear not, because Vaseline is here to save the day once again. It makes the perfect base for a gentle DIY lip scrub that you can whip up in no time. Here's how to make it. Start with a teaspoon of Vaseline in a small bowl. Add a teaspoon of sugar, white or brown, whichever you have handy. The sugar acts as a natural exfoliant. Mix the two together until you get a grainy, paste-like texture. Using your fingertip, gently rub the scrub onto your lips in small, circular motions for about 30 seconds. Wipe it off with a damp cloth, and voila! Silky smooth lips ready for any occasion. This little scrub works wonders for getting rid of flaky skin, and the Vaseline leaves your lips feeling nourished and moisturized. I love making a batch and keeping it in a small jar for whenever I need a little pick-me-up. One year, I even made this as a holiday gift for the grandkids. I added a drop of vanilla extract for a lovely scent, and they were thrilled. "Grandma, this is better than store-bought," they said. "Oh, what joy. Give this a try, my dears. Your lips will thank you." Oh, my lovelies, if you've ever dealt with chafing, you know how uncomfortable it can be. Whether it's a hot summer day or a long walk, sometimes our skin just doesn't cooperate. But don't worry, Vaseline to the rescue. It's one of the simplest and most effective ways to keep chafing at bay. Here's how you can use it. Identify the areas prone to chafing, commonly the thighs, underarms, or anywhere clothing might rub against your skin. Take a small amount of Vaseline and apply it to those areas. It acts as a barrier, reducing friction and soothing the skin. Reapply as needed, especially if you're out and about for a long time. This trick is especially handy for exercise, outdoor activities, or even just a busy day of errands. The Vaseline helps protect your skin while keeping it soft and moisturized. I remember Grandpa and I went on a long hike once. He was so excited to show me a shortcut that turned into a 2-hour detour. By the time we got back, he was sore as could be. But not me. My trusty Vaseline had kept me comfortable the whole way. He finally admitted, "I should have listened to you, dear. Better late than never." So, my dears, the next time you're heading out, remember this little trick. A little Vaseline can save you a lot of discomfort. Now, my dears, here's a little trick to add some glamour to your look without spending a fortune. Back in my day, glossy eyelids were all the rage, and while we didn't have fancy products to achieve the effect, Vaseline came to the rescue. It's a simple and stunning way to make your eyes sparkle. Here's how you can use it. Start by applying your favorite eyeshadow, whether it's a neutral shade or something bold and colorful. Take a very small dab of Vaseline on your fingertip, just a little, my lovelies. You don't want to overdo it. Gently pat the Vaseline over your eyelid, right on top of the eyeshadow. It creates a beautiful glossy finish that catches the light perfectly. For an even more dramatic look, you can skip the eyeshadow and use just Vaseline for a natural shine. The best part about this trick is that it's quick, easy, and gives you a fresh, youthful appearance. I used to do this before dances, and Grandpa would always say, "Your eyes sparkle like the stars, my dear." Oh, he's always had a way with words. Whether it's a date night, a party, or just because you're feeling fabulous, give this a try. A little gloss goes a long way in making you feel like the belle of the ball. Oh, my sweethearts, here's a bonus hack you'll love. Have you ever struggled with a zipper that just refuses to budge? It's so frustrating, isn't it? But don't worry. Vaseline can help with that too. Here's what you do. Take a tiny amount of Vaseline on a cotton swab or your fingertip. Rub it gently along the teeth of the stuck zipper. Wiggle the zipper pull a little, and just like that, it'll glide smoothly again. I once saved Grandpa's favorite jacket with this trick, and now he calls me the Zipper Whisperer. It's a lifesaver, my dears. Well, my dears, there you have it. 10 unbelievable hacks with Vaseline, plus a handy bonus trick. From beauty tips to practical fixes, This little jar of magic truly does it all. I hope these ideas bring a bit of joy and ease to your days, just as they have for me over the years. And before I go, let me share a little secret. Grandpa's itching to make his debut in the next video to tell you all about the clever uses of WD-40. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more tips and a few chuckles from us both. Until next time, my lovelies, take care and keep shining.